Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Cozy Ghost Games. My name's Kai or Kyla, whichever one you prefer. We're on our last video for Pepperwood, which is my early autumn farm island. I went ahead and put this little code as my flag. It looks pretty simple. Looks like maybe something that the villagers kind of scrapped together. I think it's pretty cool. So we will make our way from the airport. And let's go ahead and head in. You will be greeted with the pumpkin patch. This is version 2. Version 1 was a little bit more boring in my opinion, but I had to kind of mix it up, kind of play with the paths a little bit more, but I really am pleased how it turned out. I like that you can just barely see the windmill in the back. And then we just have tons of pumpkins spread around, some flowers, some mushrooms, some mice are even visiting. But don't worry, they don't affect the pumpkins. And then you are greeted with my house right through here. Now, my house is not decorated on the inside. It's literally just the cot that you get on the first night, and it's full of roaches. So you can go in, but just be careful. And if we make our way from my house down this little path, it's gonna look a little weird because it's actually kind of like the back entrance or secret entrance to Nook's Cranny. So if you go through here, it does give off a, Tractor Supply vibe. I think it looks pretty cool. It's got the shopping carts, we got tons of stacked bags, some tires, old and new. We have some tractors here, and then this little flower area I did recently add. I think it was with Coco's video. Added that just to kind of fill it up a little bit more, but keep it on the natural side. So maybe Timmy and Tommy come out here and, attend to their gardening when there's no visitors coming in and shopping. And if we make our way farther over to the right over here is actually going to be a cute little picnic spot. I made this for the Able sisters, so maybe when Label's visiting, they kind of come and hang out, get some fresh air, toast some marshmallows, and kind of just hang out since they probably never see each other a lot. Because, Label's never on the island. For me, anyway, she's only been on here like once in a month. So maybe they need to catch up and hear about her travels. And then just up here, we have the Able Sisters store. So we have the tailor shop. They do have some bicycles right here that I added. They each got one of their own. And then with this one, I just wanted to keep it simple. So I figured maybe just tons of clothes on the outside, like they're washing them, because I did add a well right here. So maybe they come, they wash them, they hang them up. Thought it was pretty cute, kind of, again, on the simple side, which is what I was going for. In the back here, we just have some filler spots with more windmill, which is probably the star of the show for this island. More mice. We do have a little fox that likes to hide around here, so let me know if you can see them. And then if we make our way over here, we have our little tractor park. And with this, we kind of have a little lore going on that maybe Tom Nook put up the fence over here because none of the villagers were parking their tractors properly. And they were allowing the tractors to roll onto the plaza area. And he was not happy with that. So he said, not today, and put up this fence. So now it's helped stops the tractors from coming in. But this area is just kind of filled with a whole bunch of filler items, wheat fields, more windmills, some flowers. I do have gifts ready for the dream address, which I'll be setting at the end of the video. Figure we can kind of just go through and double check everything together. But I do have some presents, so if you visit, don't forget to pick them up. And then right next to resident services is going to be Bettina's Bake Off. So with this, we have our 3 judges of Bettina herself, Leaf, and Tom, who anointed himself. I think that's the right word. He just wanted the free pie. That's it. No other reason. Free pie, which I get. I probably would do it too. But we have all of our little pies right here with their slices. And we have our tables here so you can come and, take a bite. Maybe even pick up a slice of cake and or pie and go on your way. And then I did go ahead and add the ballot box right here, and I added the apple pie Oh, we don't want to deposit bills. And added the apple pie code, which I think looks really cute. And then if we make our way over here, we do have Fauna's house. She is basically the keeper or the leader for the farmers market. She makes sure everyone has their own booth, no one's fighting with each other. And this way she kind of does have like a little dock right here where you can kind of go up to her window, maybe talk to her if she's inside and she's not out roaming around, which normally she is. She was working out a little while ago. So is she inside? Yeah, she's inside now. But if you make your way through the farmers market, we have a cute little seating area. And then we have our book stall, our music stall playing obviously country music. And then we have some cupcakes and muffins and breads. And of course I had to use the bread, like purse, I think is what it is. The bread bag. I thought it was perfect. And then we have our jarred food. Someone left their coffee cup right here. And if you work your way over, we have a little stall for the candles that are being made. And then of course right here is just a whole bunch of filler. And this little picnic area, I added a chessboard, so maybe the villagers, when they are playing, they don't know all the rules, so they have their little book right here just to kind of reference back. But yeah, other than that, this whole area is kind of just bigger builds with a lot of filler. Same if you go over here, just more fillers. And then Flick is visiting. And if you make your way over the bridge and just down, we have our tomato farm with ketchup. Oh, there's Billy. Oh, that's cute. But Ketchup has her tomato farm, and these are her prized cherry tomatoes. I used the Harvest Bounty Lamp, I think is what it's called. But I thought it would made like perfect little cherry tomatoes. None of the beaches are also done. Why is she thinking? Nope, we're ignoring her. But yeah, this is her little tomato farm. I wanted to keep it something simple, but also very ketchup-y. That makes sense. She has her little prized tomato plant right here, and then she has some starters over to the side. And then her house, I made it where it basically looks like a tomato plant. It's red, white, and green. And then right here where Billy was sitting at, this is kind of like her little area where maybe she sells her food and her little tomato items. And then she does have boxes full, so in case one of the villagers needs a whole box, they can just come, pick them up, and walk away. And then just on the other side of her farm, we will find Poppy and his potato farm. I went ahead and used this little barrel thing, just maybe this is how he cleans the potatoes. Just kind of tosses them in there, lets them kind of, get clean all by themselves. And with his build, I did go ahead and keep it again on the simpler side. I didn't want to overdo it. Just because with a lot of farms, it's normally not like super cluttered like that. It's very, what's the word? Like spread apart. It's not super cluttery, except for maybe the barn areas from what I've seen, and that's basically basing off of movies. I went ahead and just kind of put down a whole bunch of potatoes for him in the little rake, and I thought maybe this cute little turnip with the ants was a perfect addition. And then his house also looks like a potato with the purple door including, because potatoes do have little purple flowers. And then here's Patty. She has been, I think, in every video. Yeah, I think she's been in like every video of Pepperwood. But this is her house. So she does sell ice cream, and she does have the sugarcane farm. So I figured it would be a perfect addition if she does the ice cream because she has the sugar. But she also has some cows over here and chickens. So maybe she makes special ice cream for the season. So maybe right now, too bad we can't look into it, maybe she has like a pumpkin pie ice cream flavor. That would be pretty cute. But hers, I just wanted to kind of make it like very, again, simple. I'm going to keep using that word. But I did go ahead and make her barn right here. I think she is the only one with a barn. I was planning on giving one to the wheat field farm, but I didn't just because I really wanted to see how much wheat field we could use. Oh, let's go ahead and pick this up. Okay, so we have her little farm, and then this is just a little failure area that I found on Pinterest. Unfortunately, I don't know who the original creator that may have done something like this is, because it's Pinterest. Everyone just repost and repost, and eventually you lose the original creator of it. So if you know who it is, let me know. But I went ahead and kind of did just this cute little area with a whole bunch of stuff. I don't think I turned on music for that radio, and you know what? That's fine. It'll be okay. And then I also went ahead and put like this cute little plastic bag, or not plastic, paper bag right here. So maybe someone kind of set it down and they're looking over here. And then we work our way up, and then let's go ahead and go back this way. So as you can tell, we have our wheat field. If you missed the video, there is 241 wheat field items on this little farm alone. That's not including all the other ones. So over here we just have like our tiny little field right in front of Bones' house. Billy's house is right here. Went ahead and gave him some chips, and maybe his book fell down and he just never picked it up because he fell asleep in this chair. And with Bones' house, he has just a cute little bicycle up front, and then a covered wagon, and some very overgrown weeds over there. And then right here is Elmer's house. He does have some more vegetation, so he has pumpkins and a veggie basket. And then we have the boxes right here that are wheat. Probably keep that turned around so you actually know that it's wheat, but it's there. And then they had their tools, and then they do have, I think that's a sardine, like canned sardines. So who knows where they got that from? Who knows how long it's been there? Let's turn this on. Okay, so we got that, and then if we work our way through, you will notice that our windmills will soon disappear. Same with our silo, they disappear. It's okay though. So yeah, all of this was put down 241. I did lose count and have to go back and count. But we do have a cute little shortcut, which is one thing that I have seen with farms. I've even heard about them, correct me if I'm wrong, I've heard through the internet that they even have like gates in like the UK for the farms where people can just like cross through. I don't know if that's real. Let me know if you are from there. If it's not, I like knowledge, but we went ahead and did it anyway, so maybe they could sit here and cut through. I think with Coco's video, we did actually catch Bones cutting through her little farm to get to his. But let's go ahead and get rid of this rock. Alright, so with Coco's, got a fossil over here. We went a little on the different side. I didn't want to give her the same like long, just 4 or 5 carrots in a row. I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I somehow managed to come up with these little, I don't even know, like shapes? Yeah, these weird shapes. I think it came out pretty interesting. It definitely looks like something cool. And with her, maybe a lot of the mushrooms started growing in, and that's how she was able to put together her little mushroom. Is she inside? She is inside. That's actually a shocker. She's normally never in. I did not do the interiors. I only decorated the exteriors just because when you do the dream address, you never know who's going to be inside their house and who's not. And honestly, trying to do all 10 interiors is it's exhausting. So I didn't do it. But yeah, so if we work our way down here, we just have a cute little filler area that I went ahead and added. We have like this little turkey day pot, and then a cake. Maybe it's a carrot cake that she made, and she just put it out so anyone passing by can just stop and take a slice, which definitely seems very cocoa-y. I think she would do that. And then we have more mice over here. And if you work your way over, we will be at our apple orchard. The apple orchard is ran by Goldie. This is her house right here. And if you work your way through, I went ahead and hid blathers back here with the museum. So as you work your way through, you're going to see a lot of weeds, a lot of apple trees. We have a very simple setup for the museum. Maybe I have supplied blathers with some pumpkins to put out, or maybe because he doesn't care about decorating, maybe I came out in the middle of the night and just set everything up and he's just like, oh, okay. But he does have a little area right over here that I set up for him. Maybe when there's no one in the museum, maybe he comes out here for some fresh air and he's typing up a book about the critters that are being found on Pepperwood. But this area is pretty nice. I'm really pleased with how it came out. I love how many apples trees I was actually able to fit in. I think it's like almost 50. I'm not sure. I know it's over 30. But yeah, so if you work your way back over here, we have a cute little setup just with more cakes and baked goods with some candles. And then someone left their bag right here. Who knows? Maybe it's Goldie's. And if you work over here, this is going to be our last stop. This is the Fall Festival. I'm super pleased with how this came out. I actually can't believe it came out as good as it did. Especially given the fact that I forgot that I was supposed to include the campsite in it. So let's go ahead and take a look. If you look, it looks so cute. You have right over here, you have the carousel that's just hidden in the trees. And when you come in, we have the carousel, and then we do have a little food court area that I made back here, just mix matching the garden table and chairs. They have fries and cookies and these giant pretzels, which is obviously you got to find them at the fair. And then we do have the campsite that I'm using as a stage because we have the lights right here. And maybe when KK Slider comes, maybe instead of playing at the plaza, he comes over here, plays his little guitar, and everyone can kind of world pretend that you could sit and not lay down. And you can just sit here and enjoy his concert. And then everyone can come and get popcorn and balloons and fortune cookies and play some games. And then we do have the Ferris wheel. And then right over here we have the peninsula. And this is just pretty simple. It's just 3 garden benches with some pumpkins in the middle. I didn't want to overdo it right over here. I felt like maybe just a simple little seating area would do. But yeah, so that is it. I don't think we missed anything, and by anything I mean I'm trying to make sure all the fossils and rocks are gone. And then right over here, if you make your way back, you will be right back at Resident Services. And this is just a simple little pumpkin carving station that I set up. Yeah. But that's Pepperwood. Oh, there's our little fox print with a branch on them. But yeah, that is Pepperwood. I'm really pleased with how it came out. I'm kind of shocked how good it came out, to be honest. I've never done a farm court island for, I don't know if this counts as farm court. I mean, there are farms on it, so. But yeah, let me know what you think. Are you pleased with how it came out? Did I do a poor job? And you're just like, oh my God, Kyla, what is wrong with you? This looks awful. Let me know. I'm very excited to, as much as I like Pepperwood, it's very calming to like walk around. I'm really excited for our new project that will be starting on the 1st. So this will be on the 29th. So like technically when you're watching it, 3 days, unless you watch it after the 1st, which in that case, go check out my 30-day island challenge. We're doing one for Halloween, 31 days of videos and uploads. Will I succeed? I hope so. I've never done it before, but you know what? It's okay. I've built islands fast in the past, but I've never posted them. So it's going to be really weird. But I also think I'm up for the challenge. I think it'll be fun. Ketchup is still contemplating leaving, and we're not gonna talk to her because she's not allowed to go. But with that said, everyone, I truly do hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will. Oh, she missed. Is she gonna try again? Let's watch. Oh, nope, it's under her. Okay. She gave up. It looks like a lot of our villagers are out today, so that's fun. Okay. But alright, friends, that is going to be the end of today's video. And I did do it all in one take. Oh my god, that's crazy. Usually I'm stopping and going, no, don't say that. We'll see how I feel. Maybe I will end up having to cut something out. Who knows? But anyways, I will see you next time. Okay.